Hey, this is my 9th video, and we are going to make Puerto Rican beans from scratch in a crock pot. So here we go. What we're going to do first is we're going to take dried beans. I've got about 3 cups here. And you want to go through the beans. And you want to make sure there's no rocks in them or chunks of you know what? I'm going to do 2 cups. That's 3 cups was too much for my little crock pot. So this is 2 cups. Oh, here we go. And you want to pick out any beans that are and then you want to rinse them. And you can kind of see when you rinse them in the sink if there's any sand coming out. And it looks like these are good. Okay. I'm going to set them, let them drain, and then I'm going to bring my little crock pot over. And we are going to cut up an onion. Onion makes beans so good. Throw that in the crock pot. These don't have to be super fine because they cook down. A couple cloves of garlic. Get it off. You always want to cut it kind of fine because you don't want somebody to get a big chunk of garlic. That can be a little bit much. Put that in the crock pot. And then I actually buy these baby peppers and I freeze them. And that way, I've always got them. These are just sweet peppers. Throw that in. Yep, my girlfriend Sandra, when I was probably 18 years old, taught me how to make these Puerto Rican beans, and I've made them my whole life. Now this is a jalapeno, and I freeze those too. You got to be careful with jalapeno. You don't want to stick your fingers in it because I have had major pain with this juice going underneath my nail. And this is kind of a mild jalapeno. Not real hot, but I'm gonna still rinse that juice off my fingers. Okay, now I'm gonna peel it, my favorite knife for potatoes. I'm gonna peel a potato. That jalapeno, I think, is a little hotter than I thought. And then you want to cube it up. People in other countries don't take every little spot off their potatoes, but I'll do that. And you just want to put it in kind of small cubes. Throw that in. And you can use fresh tomatoes or you can use canned tomatoes. Today I'm using fresh. I normally just put a can of tomatoes in it. But I had bought these and I'm going to use them. These just can be a rough cut because they get pulverized. Then you want to add about a tablespoon of salt, believe it or not. And then you want to, when you put your beans in, you want to kind of still shake them in there slowly. These are dried beans. So that you make sure you don't get any of the... Then I still add a little bit of powdered garlic and cumin. I'd say a good maybe 2 teaspoons of cumin. And then you fill it up with water. And give it a stir. And you want to check this. This takes about 8 hours. You want to check this and put the lid on it and plug it in on high for 8 hours. And I will be back to show you how wonderful they are. Got a T-bone steak here, and I'm going to put salt and pepper and some garlic powder. I'm going to flip it over and do the same on this side. My rice is going crazy over there. And then some garlic powder again. More pepper. And I'm going to broil this for 4 minutes on one side and 3 minutes on the other on a high broil. And I will show you my dinner plate when I get it all ready. Okay, my steak is done. My rice is done. And now I'm going to put some of those beautiful beans on my plate. Look at those. And look at that. Look at those beautiful Puerto Rican beans. And I wanted to tell you what I used to do, what I'm gonna do with the leftovers, what I used to do for my kids, is I would make countertop burritos. I would lay the 8 burrito shells out, I would fry them a little bit in oil, and then I would put the beans and the salsa and the whatever you like on your burritos, and I would roll them up and I would put them right back in the burrito bag and put them in with wax paper, and then I would freeze them, and my kids could microwave them. They loved them. If we didn't have something and I was tired from work, I would just say, grab some burritos. And anyway, this concludes my 9th video. I hope you enjoyed my Puerto Rican beans. This is breakfast, lunch, and dinner cooking. And God bless you. And remember, there's nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it. And love the Lord with all your heart.